Hello, 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 and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whoever and wherever you are coming from, and hello to everyone catching the replay. Oh, I'm glad you think it will be fun. Gotta admit, I have no idea what I'm going to be making today as I take the SBS Crimped Challenge. So let's just chat for a little bit as people are joining us this morning. Hello, hello. Let's wave in the comments. You can see some of you. Let me know. Have you taken the Crimped Challenge? Have you played along with all of these things? Hello, Deb. Lovely to see you. Oh my gosh, I have Deb. She's watching. No pressure. Hello, Sandy and Carrie. Love to see all of these. So we have this Crimped Challenge, which is going on. And Crimped is a vlog that's run by Deb Floros and Brittany Shavers. And what Rachel did is she chose some items in the shop to kind of challenge them. And we get to participate in that challenge too. So to find out all about the Crimped Challenge, you can go to the app. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. When you click on the app and click on that shop button, you can see SBS Crimped. And we actually extended the deadline, so there's still plenty of time for you to order items and get them in and participate. So all designs submitted by June 30th will receive a $3 store credit on their SBS account, meaning if you just submit an entry, you already are a winner because you get that $3 store credit. Note that you must follow all competition rules, max of 1 submission per designer. Already thought of that. You can't submit 52 pieces and think that's going to be $3 store credit each time. So it says SBS has challenged Brittany and Deb of the YouTube jewelry talk show Crimped to a design competition. We curated a unique palette of materials you might not typically put together: leather, wood, ceramics, pearls, gemstones, and more. And we challenge all of you too. So the rules are you have to use at least 4 unique elements from the palette to create a single piece of jewelry. You may also use an artisan polymer clay piece made by Brittany as one of your 4 elements. Email 1 photo of your design to hello@samsbeadshop.com by June 30th, 2024. Optionally, you can also share your design in our Facebook groups for the Crimped page and Gem Chat. All right, then we have some submission details about how to take your photo. And that's it. So I was looking at this and looking at all of the options, and I thought, you know what? The school year is about to end. I have not taken the challenge. I think I'm going to take the challenge. So let's kind of see what I've pulled together, what I chose from all of this collection, and see what I can do in now under an hour. It's 10:04. So the pieces that I chose were, of course, if you know me, you know I am a pearl fiend. And so I chose some of our coated shell rounds in white and yellow. This is the 6mm size. And then I also have both of the ceramics and the little leaf button. And then I went a little bit crazy with the Peach Aventurine wavy coins because I think they're absolutely beautiful. I pulled out some of the seed beads to use because, again, look at that color, and I thought that the yellow would look really well if I used the yellow pearls. And the leather. So I typically don't use leather. It's a little bit intimidating for me. Don't know if I will use it today, but we'll see. We'll see where inspiration leads. And then nothing in the rules said you couldn't add your own stuff. I read them, I reread them, I triple read them. And I'm someone who, whenever I'm beading, I like to have lots of different options. So I know in order to follow challenge rules, I need to use at least 4 of these items, maybe more, make it better. But then I also took a look around at some other things, and I'll show you what I pulled just briefly. One thing are the drooks from the latest bead box. Thought those were lovely and neutral and might tie some things together. Look at that. Yeah, I think that can work. I have to have some kind of purple, so I chose purple from the February bead box, some nuggets, and I was looking through my stash, and one thing we carry in the shop are a grab bag of check glass daggers, and 2 of my dagger strands might be useful in pulling things together. I thought the blue of kyanite might work to balance the peach and the ceramic. Labs might work as well. And then, of course, also a little bit fancy because I like designs that are a little bit fancy. So I found this strand of pearls randomly this morning and I thought, I'll throw it in. It's an option. And then I found these this morning too on my desk. And I thought, I'll throw them in. Can't hurt at all. Rachel, you're funny. In terms of tools, what I have are just kind of your standard tools. So right here, I've got flush cutters, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and my nylon jaw pliers. I won't call them what I normally call them, which is just my smoothies. I have some soft flex in both medium and fine. You never know what'll work. And then I have copper wire in 16, 18, 20, 24, 26, and 30 gauges. I like to have options. Don't know if I'm going to use all of those. I've got some chain, and then I have kind of my standard copper kit of findings. Obviously, I'm going to be using copper today. What are you saying? Anyone else want to gently peer pressure Shyra into using the leather? Of course you don't. So let's begin. Lots of different shapes, and what I love about this challenge is they are things that I wouldn't typically put together. This is the Shyra challenge. I'm usually designed pretty traditionally, but I'm going to start off with playing around with my favorites. And that would be these gorgeous, gorgeous wavy coins. Maybe I will go beachy. Who knows? Obviously, I have to save 2 for a pair of earrings, or just buy 2 more. Hello, hello. All right. Of course, I want to make sure that I get my 4 required elements in. Then I can play around with some of the extra stuff I brought. So I was originally thinking the yellow pearls would add a nice color to that. And this is kind of typically how I design. I just start putting things out. All right. Maybe like that. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Excellent. I have an odd number. Maybe I will do the leather. I don't know yet. Depends on how much time it takes me to come up with something. All right, so I've got 2 elements. If I did use the leather and the corn ends, that would definitely count as my 4. But that also feels like cheating. Just a little bit. So maybe, can I pull in the white as well? Maybe. We'll see. Anyone else just like putting beads on their palette and making a mess? The drawback to that is having to clean it up at the end. But, you know, sometimes it's just kind of fun to spread things around. What I really liked about the ceramics was that the edges kind of pick up that same tone as the peach aventurine. So maybe I will use these. Oh, I agree, Deb. Wavy coins for the win as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I feel like there should be more. There needs to be more. It can't be a simple piece. Of course, I need to finish it. That's the issue. So let me dump these out, because that's a good way to pick in some of these colors. And lo and behold, this mix has purple in it, which means that potentially I can go from my others, because that's 1 item, 2 item, 3 item, 4 item, 5 item, 6 and 7 if I use the leather to round out this necklace. Guess I'm making a necklace. Surprise, surprise. But I kind of jig the purple with it. It's a lot, but sometimes I'm a lot. It doesn't need leather, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe you're all right. And I also had some kyanite that I got from the shop as well. Don't know. Yes? No. Let me know what you think so far. Good morning, good morning. But then I thought maybe instead of the kyanite, I go a little bit darker, a little shinier. And this would also pick up some of the yellow in the pearls. Deb likes the kyanite. Jill says yes. Can I do kyanite labs? Just all the things? No, too much. Too much. Oh, you like it better without the amethyst. It does kind of feel a little bit more beachy without the amethyst, but I do like the kyanite. But if I take out the purple, no, I just have to give that one up. I've got to give that one up. And then making sure I still have not the right blue, not really the right peach. All right, so I've got this kind of situation going. My next question is, do I do any kind of wire wrapping or do I just string it along? I do have some chain available as well. I don't know. Let's see what we can see. So I'm going to start by cutting this open. All right, maybe the kyanite for the win. All right, Joanne, you also say no amethyst. I can put amethyst to the side. Not everything in life has to be purple.
I disagree.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you so much, Jesse. Everything in life must be purple. And those are the drooks. I think the drooks kind of add to the beachy feel, honestly. Do I know if I'll use them? No.
Oh, purple beach.
Purple beach. I do have an alternate purple. Darker purple. But I'll put it away. I will listen to the people this time. All right. So I've got my little, I am really seeing the beach with this piece, kind of like, I don't know, just kind of a fun, breezy sort of island piece. I cannot wait for summer to begin. I know in some parts of the country it feels that summer has begun already, and here it's not been so bad. We've had like mornings in the 50s and then afternoons in the 70s, which is kind of typical for our climate. Beachy and add the leather. Oh my gosh, you guys, and the leather. That's very stressful. Aren't they cool? So this is Peach Aventurine in a wavy coin, a beachy coin. I think, I might want my centerpiece to be with wire. I could use the soft flex, but maybe we'll do some wire too. I don't know. This is the indecision here. So forgive me because I will probably hurt people's sensibilities with how I do my wire wrapping and my loops, but that's okay. We don't yuck each other's yum, and there's more than one way to get a wire wrap loop. Ooh, I also have, I travel with a lot of stuff. Some of the hematite cubes as well, if I'm going full on copper. It might be too bright, if that's such a thing. Who knows how I'm doing the loops. All right, so I'm going to stick one on just to kind of see what I can see. I kind of like the idea. Hello, welcome. All right. I think I'm going to go with the wire for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot. Okay. The pressure is on, and forgive me as I senselessly chat. Rachel will keep you entertained. Spoiler alert, I always use my fingers. Always. I'm assuming at some point in my life that's going to not be good for me, but that's okay. For right now, it works. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All right, so what I want to know is, if you're looking at the palette for the Crimped Challenge, what are some of the things that you would use? What would you choose? I'm going to make this one bigger. What would you use? All right. Jesse, what would you use? Would you go all leather?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I know those aren't even already. I'm like unbalanced, but that's okay. We're just going to keep going. Judy, the Crimped Challenge was thought of by Rachel here in the shop. And what she did was she chose some unique materials that we carry here in the shop and challenged Deb and Brittany of Crimped to create something using at least 4 of these elements. And so what's cool about it is that if you go to the Apple website, there is a page for the Crimped Challenge, and all of us can enter the challenge as well. Rachel. There are many genius Rachels. All right. Chaos, fast. That's 2. Can I do all 7? Who knows? Who else is looking ahead to summer? And is anyone traveling? I don't think I have any travel plans other than camping. So I want to live vicariously through all of you. I was talking to a friend recently, and he's going. Where is he going? Oh, he's going to Colombia for 2 weeks, and then Texas for 2 weeks, and then Asia for 60 days. And I'm like, I would love to have that amount of travel this summer. Ooh, that would be the real Crimped Challenge, to just use crimp beads and everything. Just a necklace made of crimped beads. All right, 3. This is like the fastest ever. I'm gonna have to hide some of these so-called loops with some other beads. But that can happen. All right. Now, in an ideal world, when I had hours and hours and hours to do this, I would probably take my time to make sure that my loops were all the right size and were perfectly formed. But for the present, we're just going to go for it. Exciting is definitely a word for it. My go-to, Jill, is probably 26 gauge wire. I tend to use 20 and 26 the most, but I do have wire, especially copper. Ooh, that one is almost up. Can I still work it? I'm gonna have to. I do have wire in all gauges. All right, 3 more to do, and then we'll see what we can see. This is kind of the make or break moment, because I don't even know if I want to use links, and now it's too late. Ooh, where are you going to go on your road trip? Mhm. All right, get that coin on there. Do. Well, do. Does anyone else bring beads with them when they travel? And if so, how do you carry them with you? I'm always looking for better methods to transport beads other than just, I do have my little kits and I have like one of those travel toiletry bags that I also use. But maybe you have a different a different solution for that works better. Rachel Malice, prior to 2020 and you, I did not really own any wire. So I blame you for all of my wire collection now. All right. Is this the last one? No, there's one more. I can do it. I'm hoping that whatever I do will kind of be a little bit easier now that I have the big ones done. I'm not quite sure what tools you can bring in your carry-on. I tend to always travel with checked bags. I know some people don't like that, but I always check at least one bag, possibly two. You got to have some extra room to bring things back. Coin, you're stressing me out. Oh, darn, going too fast. A spool box of wire, okay. TSA does not like jewelry tools on the plane. I imagine that TSA would not like jewelry tools and copper wire carried on the plane.
I got stopped for fingernail clippers.
So. Yeah. You could do a lot with fingernail clippers.
The best part was they were like, "Why do you have these on your person?"
Because I
was like, nails? I showed him my fingernails. And I was like, because I like to take care of my fingernails, and planes are dirty, so that's why. And they like questioned me about it for a solid like 5 minutes. Pulled me to the side and like brought another person over and
like, can you believe this man has nail clippers? What is he doing? Okay, that's really pretty. All right. I'm humming and hawing. Ooh, okay. Do you see what I'm seeing? Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. I don't know. I like the yellow. Do I like the yellow? That's pretty. That's so much more wire to use, though. Hi, I'm Shyra, and I choose complicated things to do in short amounts of time. Jill, I had to leave things behind when I left Tucson this year. It's like, well, I'm not leaving the beads behind, so that other stuff gets left behind. I had no problem. I was like, throw it away. I can replace that. Cannot replace the beads. All right, so there it is with yellow. And yeah, I know I need to finish those. But do I like it more with white? Let's see. And how many items have I used? Gotta follow the rules, at least some of the rules. Typically, I am not always a rule follower, although Sam would probably laugh at that. White. Yeah, I think I like the yellow more. Hello, Bridget. Where did I get the 4-sided bicones at the bottom of the screen? These are part of the Crimped challenge. They are an option that you can get if you go to the app or the website. All right. 1, 2. I'm going to make a little dangle. That guy's going to go there. Still not up to 4, but I'll get there. If I put the seed beads in, cheating, but that would work. How would I incorporate those? All right, I'm going to be using some more 26 gauge wire because these are kind of small. All right. Thanks, Loretta. It's nice to have some justification for that. I'm like, will the yellow work or will the white work better? I don't know. Do not know. Has anyone else like shipped beading supplies? Like, let's say, so growing up, my family would go to Jamaica for a month. I would not ship things just because the postal service there is very unreliable and I would never see it again. But the thought did occur to me several times, like, oh, if I just ship things here, then I wouldn't have to carry them and life would be much simpler. Ooh, Marcia, I like how you're thinking with that. All right. I need to focus because this is am I going to mess this up? Probably. All right. Put the loop on. Make the little loop. All right. I'm also someone who tends to wait until the end to go back and crimp my little edges and things, or I'm sorry, to cut all of my little edges and things. All right, so let's see what pattern's going to work. I like the yellow, the blue, and then the yellow. So grab yellow. I can do a little bit of cheating with the purple, the blue, the purple. These are very, very small, and my eyes are very, very bad. Yellow. Let's just see how this looks. Maybe I will not like it at all. Don't like the purple. Don't like it. All right. Maybe I will have to use the leather to get my last of my required elements in. Decisions. What do you guys think? Yay, nay? I'm kind of tempted to do them all separately. That was going to take forever. Maybe I'll just do the middle one separately. Kind of a rosary chain style. Oh. It does feel a little bit like a Friday, but it's not. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. All right. Oh, already, maybe. 12. I have the feeling this is going to be a piece I don't finish in an hour, but I'm going to do my best. Jesse, if you can time check me, I would greatly appreciate it.
10:30.
Yeah, not going to happen in an hour.
Plenty of time.
Oh, no, I don't. Yay. Oh my goodness. Kyanite. Maybe add a few of the hematite. That can be worked in. Do I like the other one better without the links? Or do I like this one better? I'm going to go for it. That's right. Friday, actual Friday, not fake Friday, which is today. Rachel Malice has class at 3 p.m. Pacific, and I get to, I was going to say bug her, but I'm going to say encourage her. Is that what was wrong with your car, Stephanie? The battery? Oh, I hope you're okay, Bridget. Fell off a chair trying to hang pictures. Oh, I did the thing already. Okay. Do I like it? Do I like it? I do. It'll go there. Maybe that's where I can incorporate little hematites. Or more. You can't have enough copper in your life either. Maybe there. Ooh. No, I only have 2 of the diamonds. Yellow. Yellow? I can do it. I can do it. Thank you, Marcia. Bridget, I'm glad gravity is working at your house, but I would prefer that you do not fall off chairs in the future. Alrighty, so I'm going to get this one on. And I always forget when I pre-make the loops to not close things off or that things are closed off. I'll close that one. All right. Hematite. Yellow pearl. Hematite. Like that. Ooh, and that gives me an opportunity to use a kyanite here. Let's make it a long dangle, shall we? Summer's all about like tank tops anyway, so long dangle. So we'll do that. I'm going to leave some room for there. All right. Okay. What goes up must come down. Such is gravity. All right, so if that is going to be this way, and ostensibly I will continue that pattern this way, that means this one has to go that way. Oh, Catherine. I remember once when I was in Las Vegas, my grandma lived there, and we would, of course, go frequently every holiday. We stopped going in the summer one summer when it was like 120. It felt like 120. I think the temperature was actually 117. My birthday is July 4th. And so we were there for my birthday, and I fell asleep in the pool because I can fall asleep pretty much anywhere. So I was floating in the pool. I fell asleep with my mouth open in the Las Vegas sun on my birthday. It was not good. I have never been so sunburned in my life.
Yeah, I passed out in Gulf Coast, Alabama, Panama City.
Mm-hmm.
And I should say that I befriended the security guard, like the head security guard, and talked to him about clouds for like a half hour on my way to like get drinks. And he was like, when I was like, okay, I gotta go. He's like, oh, where are you going? I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get some drinks for the beach. He was like, no, don't worry about that. I got your drinks for the weekend. Like, we're both from Pennsylvania and we both liked clouds. So he was like, no, I got your drinks for the weekend. Just tell him to put it on my tab, blah, blah, blah. So I had like 4 Long Island iced teas.
Oh, dear.
And it was like, I'm sitting on the beach and all I had to do was put my hand up and the bartender would come over and see what I wanted and then bring it out to me. So I didn't even have to like stand up. And so, yeah, I like finished the 4th one and I turned over because I was like, okay, time to rotate. I turned over and fell asleep on my stomach.
Oh, no.
And so my back, I mean, it was bad. Yeah. It was very, very bad.
For me, it was my eyelids, my tongue, my lips,
Burnt lips are very
burnt lips, burnt tongue. Burnt tongue.
I've never
like who does that? Who is silly enough to fall asleep in the Vegas heat? Me. It is me. All right. Any suggestions so far? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? B-Train. All right. 10:36. Maybe we just keep going. All right, so that's going to be
a time limit on the crimp challenge.
There is no time limit on the crimp challenge. I don't want to take up people's days, though. It is. Oh, look, you guys. That's nice. Do you see that? That's nice.
It is nice.
That's nice.
Nice.
I'm going to wear this. All right. My wire is getting a little bit rough. I think I'll use a jump ring for that, so I can go ahead, make 10,000 more loops. Again with my fingers. I do not use my fingers when I'm working with 18 or 16 or 12. All right, that's gonna go there. Oh, remember, I can get away with using, maybe the yellow ones will be better. Did not like the purple. Gasp. Yellow, blue, yellow. Like that. Does that count as a unique item if I just use 2 seed beads? I mean, technically, yes. It's probably not the spirit of the thing, but it doesn't say you can't. All right, let's get that wire around. 1, 2, 3. No particular reason why I do 3 times around. It just seems right. All right, so it's going to go like that. It's going to dangle from there. I'm going to have some sort of jump ring. I might make a giant jump ring. Who knows? I'm going to go there. I'm going to have that down here. Because yes. All right. Will the hematite fit? I think it will. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing. This one is kind of big, even though it's light. I think I'm going to switch to 20 gauge wire. 3 is indeed a magic number. Yeah, typically when I travel or I'm moving or I'm just going some places to bead, I'll just, instead of carrying the whole heavy spools, I'll just unravel some and make a little coil. So I have many, many spools in all the things, in all the gauges. All right, we're going to make another loopy. Thank you, Deb. Deb said I can do it, so I can do it. All right, I remembered to attach before. The desk is kind of a hot mess right now. Does anyone else lose their tools just by putting them down? Like, I swear, it was right here, and now it is gone. Maybe I'll use 2 more seed beads. That way I have 4. Ooh, no, yellow. Yellow. Seed bead. Hematite. Bicone. Hematite. seed bean. Yep, I support that. Oh, but now I think that would make a really nice earring too. I don't have another one. I'll have to buy another one. We are closing this off. And so I'm going to go around like this. Bead gnomes. That's a good word for it. A bead gnome that steals all of your stuff right when you don't, or right when you need it. Can I multitask and talk? Gotta go for treatment. We'll watch the replay. Thank you, Janet. We will see you later. I'm probably going to redo this one, but we'll see. There. Ooh. I like it. All right. Now, to continue. I feel like I've got at least my 4 items, right? Seed beads, bicone, wavy coin, pearl. Is that it? Oh, no. Maybe I should use something else. I was using 26 to make my little connections. All right, where is the best beach in the world?
That's tough.
The best beach in the world. And it could be a beach that you have not been to, you've just seen pictures of, and you have fantasy beach vibes in your head. Jesse, where do you think the best beach is? I gave you 20 seconds of thinking time.
I mean, it's hard for me to say that one I've never been to is better than the ones I have been to because I've been there. And I would have to say Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah. Cabo is a close second, but it doesn't have the nature and stuff around it. It's just kind of more like a California beach. It is really nice, and the water's ridiculous. It was almost too warm. So I have to say Hawaii.
Oh, I'm doing it individually. That was almost a mess up. Hawaii. Like what? Well, I would have to say Negril, Jamaica, just because that's kind of like home beach. Grew up there. There are other beaches in Jamaica equally as beautiful. But then I see pictures of like Croatia and I'm like, oh, maybe that's the world's beautiful beach. Costa Rica was nice too because it was very, very raw.
Yeah, I think it's probably very similar to Hawaii.
Yeah.
But it was like, I don't know, swimming with green sea turtles and all the fish and urchins and like the lava flows right there. It was really cool. And I mean, the water was just very refreshing and clear and clean.
All right. Catherine says North Beach on Oahu. And Rachel says the beach in Aruba was nice. Oh, Aruba. St. Thomas and St. Croix were nice as well. All right. Don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up. Antigua also. Like all of those Caribbean islands are amazing. But then I also think of like the Oregon coast, which has a different sort of beauty. So we would rent a villa in Jamaica for a month, and then we would come back here to the San Francisco Bay Area and spend 2 days and then drive up to the Oregon coast. And that was like all my life. And we would rent a house on the Oregon coast for another week or so to just kind of reacclimate to life in the US after spending such a long time in Jamaica. And I just remember a couple of times that transition from hot, humid, tropical beach to better wear a sweatshirt or you're going to get hypothermia beach. But going from like the placid Caribbean just to the raw power of the Pacific and just being overwhelmed with awe and wonder. Ooh. We have beautiful sandy shores on Lake Michigan. Oregon coast is love, love, love. I agree. Did I do the thing? I did the thing. No. All right, let's start over. I've got to attach it before. I'll get you later. What time is it? 10:47. I'm not terrible in terms of time. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not terrible. You're going to confuse me. All right, so then my next question then, because some of you are suspiciously silent. Maybe you're at work and you or driving and you just can't talk. If not the beach, then what is your favorite ecosystem to travel to? If you're like, not a beach person, too much sand, too many sand fleas, what is your go-to? Because there are people who just like genuinely love the desert. Like that. I really enjoy a spa. A spa is not an ecosystem. Well,
I was gonna say actually.
Well,
no,
never mind.
It's
Okay,
not a natural ecosystem, but it is its own little ecosystem.
It is indeed. Okay, I can accept that. Rachel, I'm going to come to New York and take you camping. I don't know where in New York to camp, but we're going to go camping. Either that or you're going to come to California and we'll go Shyra camping. Oh my gosh. Trying to hurry. You're funny. So I will let the people know because I don't mind. It's not a thing of shame. I don't drive. And this summer, Sam's actually going to teach me to drive. He has volunteered. I like it. Oh my gosh. I can see where it's going now. I can see clearly now. The beads are on their way. Get the white ones out of the way. So as long as the stipulation is that I have to drive us and you're going to promise to go camping with me, I'll hold you to that. That was one that I messed up, so I'm just going to keep going with something else this side. Ooh. I have some friends who are in Banff right now, and I kind of want to go there. But my ultimate goal is to spend a couple of weeks in Glacier National Park. Right. Fold over. Don't seal, because you got to put it in, Shyra. Don't mess up. I'm feeling time pressure. It's Rachel. Yeah, I thought the kyanite kind of made it pop. And we tried it with amethyst, and the people and I agreed that amethyst was not the way to go. But look at bam, bam, bam. All right, so this is one at a time. Don't forget. One at a time with the yes, Joan. It's apparently snowing up there right now. They took a picture in the snow, which I suppose is a good thing, but also I am not a snow person. Are you a snow person?
I am, I would say. I don't want to live in the snow anymore, but I definitely enjoy driving to it and spending like a weekend. I love snowboarding.
And driving away at the end.
Yeah, getting to leave.
Yeah.
Is really great.
Ah. So I know the goal was to get me to use the leather, and I'm still debating it. Might be too much of a different color. And I'm loving my peach and yellow and kyanite. All right, 1052. Ooh, I can make a bracelet too. Yes. Anyone else like just periodically, even though you know what it looks like, have to lay it out again and just be like, yep, that's the thing. The number of times I've done this and I've been like, no, that's not the thing. Start over. I have a container of reject designs. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh, there's technically only one more side or one more wavy coin to put on that side. All right. Fold over. Get that on. And then we can decide about the leather. It would make it much longer. Yellow pearl. That's right. We've got happy hour today, 3 o'clock Pacific. Am I doing? Look, I almost did it again, but I stopped myself. I will learn. Ooh, good, Joanne, because they are available on that SBS Crimp page that I showed you, or you can just go, Rachel can post the link for us again. Budget? What's a budget? I mean, if we spend too much on beads, we can always just like eat ramen for a while. I have done that. Right. I'm getting there. I can see the light. Okay. All right. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. I mean, I could just keep continuing with that. I could, let's move this down here so you can see. I could go ahead and put the leather on the end. Not liking the leather, guys. I'll make another piece with the leather. I just kind of like that. All right. Pretty, 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 pretty. That's that side. All right, I should address my mistake, which was here. Cut it off. Cut it off. More wire. A darker leather might definitely work. Or was this just my safe excuse not to use leather? All right. Oh, is that a malice compliment? That's amazing. I do want to like test myself with the leather because again, it's a material I don't typically use in my designs. And I think it's kind of cool. Like it looks like dragon scales or snake skin to me. All right. Don't close it off. Stick the aventurine in. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. I'm really digging the colors too. I have a shirt that's going to match perfectly with. If I don't mess up. Judith, I agree. It is really cool. I like the color of it. All right. Oh, there's stuff everywhere. All right, let's close this off. Going. Do. Yep. We're going to keep going. Definitely not making it in an hour, though. Sadness. All right, stick this in. So how many of you have used leather in your pieces? And what is your best tip or strategy for using leather? Pretty. Creativity does take time. And I did spend, the first 10 minutes just kind of laying things out and deciding what I was going to do. No one uses leather? Darn, I was looking for tips. So now that you've seen some more of the beads in the challenge, what I want to know is who is going to actually take the challenge now? Remember, you can make any sort of piece using at least 4 elements from the collection. Take a good picture of that, submit that, and automatically that will get you $3 of bead credit. So much white wrapping. I think these are braided leather. I always feel like I'm an imposter when I use leather, because it's not my typical style of things. But I can work on that. The due date is June 30th. Wait, what? More items available. Okay, don't mess up. Put the coin on. All right. Let's get them together. All right, we've got this side. We've got this side. We've got the doorbell. All right, let's see which jump rings I have. I want a nice solid jump ring. Does anyone else use jump rings as like design elements? Like sometimes you just want to hide them, but sometimes you want to make them nice and big. I don't know if I want to make them nice and big this time. Let's go small. How small? Let's just see. Do I want to go that teeny? Maybe mid-size. We can do that. Bummer. All right, like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. If I wanted to. No. Too much. Every time I am making something and I get to that point where it's like, oh, that's too much, I think of the lady who taught me cake decorating because I took this 12-week course for cake decorating. A friend of mine was pregnant at the time and she signed us up before I could say no. And so I was like, all right, guess I'm going to learn how to decorate cakes. And every week that you attended class, you had to bring another cake and another batch of buttercream. And so I can make a cake perfectly without thinking about it or using a recipe. And I can make buttercream now perfectly without thinking about it or using a recipe. I don't like cake personally. So making all of these cakes and this buttercream was a challenge. But then I would feel guilty over making so much icing every week and not using it. And so towards the end of class, whatever skill we were learning on, I would just keep on going and just cover the cake with all sorts of things. Like, you want me to make buttercream roses? I'm going to make 10 million buttercream roses to put on this cake. And I just remember the instructor, who's a super nice lady. She would come to me to my little station towards the end of class and just go, too much, too much, too much. Like, it's my cake and my family will eat it. All right. This is pretty. Look, Jesse.
Looks great.
Isn't that amazing? I'm liking. All right. It is not long enough, but we are past the hour. So let me hear it from you guys. Should I add leather to finish this off? I would use this one because that is the one I purchased from the collection. So it would look, let me move it down, something like this. I'm not feeling the leather. I think it makes it more beachy, like you can wear this with espadrilles and jeans and a white shirt of some kind. Or should I keep going? I have more kyanite, I have more coins, and I can actually go and add more coins to my cart. Do no on the leather. Thank you, Judith. I feel vindicated. Oh, but Joanne says yes on the leather. Decisions. I think for this piece, I'm going to go no on the leather. So let me make sure that I have fulfilled my requirements. I need to use at least 4 different elements. So I do have seed beads on here. Teeny little seed beads. I think the yellow ones were a good choice because they provide just a little bit of glint. I have the bicone, seed beads, bicone, the wavy coin, and the yellow pearls. Those are my 4 elements. And I still have things to play with, which is, kind of cool, kind of amazing. All right. I'm going to go this way. So many options. So if I were to put it on, I've got to take the pearls off. Sorry, Michelle. Take the pearls off so we can see what it looks like. Kind of want it to hang this way down here. I like it. Oh, challenge accepted. Challenge success. I will finish this piece. There we go. and then post it in gym chat and on the Crimped page as well, just so that you guys can see the final project. But, oh, I see Judith has a suggestion. String some yellow pearls up for additional length. Possibly. I do like the combination of all the colors though. And I'm a big fan of symmetry. So thank you everyone for joining me this morning. I hope you take the Crimped challenge as well. Remember, you need to use at least 4 unique elements, and we have until June 30th to submit your pieces. Even a submission, one submission will get you $3 bead credit on your account. So it's worth it just to make a piece, earn that $3 of bead credit, and then maybe you will be chosen as the winner after June 30th. So I hope everyone has a fabulous day. And for those who are watching the replay, thank you so much for joining in. I see you as well, and I'll be checking the comments on YouTube just to kind of interact with you as well. Have a good day, everyone.